Keenan Shanholtz here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty, and today we're looking at 88 acres on Stony Mountain in Romney, West Virginia. So what we got here is 88 wooded acres, and this is kind of a unique setup here, and there's a lot to tell. So, but for starters, as you got a heck of a view looking north there. I mean, long range mountain views looking to the north, and I'm going to show you what's going on here, where we're at. Okay, so as we look at the plat here, I am right here, okay, and hopefully that's not too blurry, but I'm right here, and there's a driveway that goes down to a pad, which is going to be that gate that you see right there, okay, and of course there's electric right there, so easy building site, electric within 200 feet of the build site, and your build site's going to have that view like that, big view to the north. And then what happens, so this is going to be the end right here. This is the end of the subdivision road right here. See my truck sitting here. This is the end of the subdivision road. That double gate right there, the road that goes back beyond that double gate is only for the owners of lots 6, which is this, and 5. So subdivision road ends here. You follow this road back, and I'll show you that here. Okay. So here's the actual survey. So we're right here. I'm at the end, and I might have to turn this around here. It says, okay, this is the end of the turnaround right here. So then the property line is split between lot 5 and 6 all the way back to this point. And then that road extends onto this property. And you can see it's a funky shaped property. But I'm going to go back here and show you on the aerial here so you can see. So this, from here on, the road is the property boundary between lot 5 and 6. And when you get back to this point, then this road discontinues. And there's a camper and a couple sheds back here on this property. And I'll take you back here and show you that. But hopefully that makes it, you know, not confusing to people or whatever. But the way I look at this property is it's business in the front, which, you know, your home site and stuff will be out here close to the electricity because the electricity stops. There's one more pole here beyond where I'm at. So, and from here, it's 1.2 miles out to the paved road, and you're less than 15 minutes from everything the Romney area has to offer, probably more like 10 minutes to like Food Line, the hospital. Super convenient location here, but yet you're only a little over a mile off the paved road back here, and the good gravel road coming up in here. But I'm saying business in the front, so you got a good home site here with the view, and then party in the back. So you got all this ground way back through there to hunt, to ride ATVs, all that kind of stuff. And my buck knife, here's the paperweight. ATV trails galore. And I'll tell you, I measured this thing from where it starts here all the way back to the tip of the property, which is going to be here, is over 1.5 miles. So being only 88 acres, it's going to hunt like 188 acres the way it's laid out. So, hopefully that clears up, you know, like get you on the straight and narrow here on how the property lays and the road situation and all that. But now just take in this view right here, okay? So as you can see, you got a real long range view to the north. And then you got this driveway here. So this is going to be probably going to be your building site, because it's probably going to be really expensive to run the electric all the way back here to where the camper is. And we'll talk about that when we get back there. But see how nice and good that gravel road is. And like I said, right here's the dead end where my truck's sitting at. We'll walk down here. But this, you'll see, this just goes down to like a pad down here. So if you wanted to start by bringing a camper in here, you know, and having a campsite or whatever, you could do that. The camper on this property does not convey, although it could be purchased if you wanted it, but it's not included in the sale price. But, you know, kind of one of the beauties about this property is there's a lot of infrastructure here. So you got a driveway, you got a road network, and I mean, just tons of it. So if you were starting from scratch, just to build a little driveway and have a little clearing like this, probably be 10 grand. So not to mention the sheds. We'll talk about that when we're back there at the camper. But and this pad's a little grown up. That's why you see the pine trees here growing in it. But and this just kind of goes off a little ridge right here. But now your building site, you know, to me, I'd want my building site to be right in here and have something with a walkout basement facing the view. And trust me, that same view that I had up there at the start of the video, you get right through there. I mean, just gonna take some tree clearing and just your normal work that you do. But see, the driveway comes down in here. I'm maybe 80 yards, 90 yards down in here. So maybe it's 300 foot from the electric to the building site. It's really close, I'll put it that way. And then there's also a perk. The property's been perked here. And it also has a perk back here where the camper's at. So 2 perk tests, power and perked. You know, when you're looking at land, you know, I get asked this question all the time, you know, like, hey, you know, is it really that easy to buy land? And the answer is yes. I mean, does it have electricity to it? Check. This one does. Has it been perked? Yes. This one has 2 perks on it. Has it been surveyed? Yes. The lines are all clearly marked and painted. There's a recorded survey on the property. So when you're buying land, that's pretty much the basics. And this one covers all the bases as far as that's concerned. But you can see this is a pretty big, this is a pretty good sized pad here. Just has pine trees growing back up in it because I guess the owner did this pad first and then decided to take the camper further on out. You know, and maybe didn't use this one as much. But if you took those pine trees out of here, I mean, it's a pretty big pad in here. In the woods here, bunch of young growth timber. So this property was owned by West Vaco, which is a timber company in West Virginia. And then it was bought in the early 2000s and developed into these lots. And I assure you, I remember when this was for sale, but the woods and these trees are much bigger, even though they're small, much bigger than they were, you know, 15 years ago when these lots were sold. And these woods are going to continue to open up as time goes on. You know, the bigger trees choke out the smaller trees, and but this really isn't bad. I mean, you know, they're not super open woods, but the forest floor is clean. It's a clean floor to the forest. I mean, it doesn't have a bunch of undergrowth or briars or anything like that. It's just a lot of young growth timber that's, you know, maybe 4-inch trees, 6-inch trees, that sort of thing. So, but every now and then you'll have a 12-inch tree mixed in. You know, it's maples, oak, wild cherry, that sort of thing. But let me go and get you going down the road here back to the back, and we'll just keep filming as we go. Keenan Chenholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on the 88 acres on Stony Mountain. And as you can see, you got this really nice road going out through here. So on this side is yours, on that side is the neighbor. This road is a line. And I just wanted to take this video so nobody got confused here. Now, if you'll see, so from where I took the first video and started, I came back this road this way, and that road is the property line, the center of that road. Now, this road here belongs to the neighbor. That goes up, he's got a field up there on top of the hill. So don't be confused by that. That's the neighbor's road there. So I'm gonna show you where we're at here on the map. So we are right there where my fingertip is, and this is the little road, and that's the neighbor's field right here where my fingertip is on top. So we're going to keep getting her out here a little ways, and I'm going to show you when we get to this point where the road is solely on and goes on to solely on to lot 6 here, and this is where the camper is. So let's just do that here. So it's a pretty day. Let's take a ride. So that way, I want to show everybody how good this road is coming out through here. Now my papers is all blowing everywhere. Sorry about that. Got to keep my papers from blowing away. But you got a flat road going out through here. I mean, you could bring a car up here. A Prius would make it up here. You're all the way up on top of this mountain, but the road is flat as a pancake running out through here. No hills to pull or anything like that. I just want to get you back here to the point at which, because I want to show you how well everything is marked here. We're almost there. I don't want to make anybody sick with me driving. But let's see here. I'm almost there. Here it is right here. Okay. So, now, I'm going to show you where we're at. We are right here. So this corner, now this road is solely on track 6. And I'm going to show you, and look, I mean, it's still, from where we started at that first gate there, where the driveway goes down to that building site, it's over a half mile out here where the camper is. And I want to show you how well everything's marked. Let me zoom this in. See those red rocks and that capped rebar right there? That's your property corner. And the line goes straight up just under the top of Stony Mountain right there. And it basically follows the ridge line. It's, well, that line, when you get up on top of the hill from here, it's a long ways. It is, I don't know if I can read the distance on this, but we are right here. And the length of this whole property line, I'm sorry. Oh my. That's too small. Is that like 3,000 feet? It's like 3,000 foot from here out to the end. I'm sorry, this is a little unorthodox here, but I just wanted to make sure everybody was clear on how this road situation works and everything. And I'll stop out here at the camper and we'll do some video there. Keenan Shanholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on the 88 acres in Stony Mountain Track 6. I just wanted to make a correction on that last clip I took. I was reading this line here, but from where I just stopped back there to start that last, or showed you, not where but where basically the last video clip ended, where I was showing you the stone and the rebar. If you come up the hill, it's like 5,500 feet from there out to the end, so it's over a mile. I said it was like 3,000 feet. It's over a mile out across the top of Stony Mountain. That's a long, long ways in the woods, I'll tell you that. But let me move my papers here so they don't blow out here. Pardon me for just a second. There we go. All right. So check it out. So easy flat road getting back in here. Nice shed here. I mean, when I talked about infrastructure there in the first video, I mean, like I said, you could drive a Prius all the way back here. I mean, it's easy getting back here. You know, just like a shed like this, you go to buy this shed today, it's probably $8,000 you know. Got a campfire ring here. Like I said, the camper, if you want to buy the camper, he'll sell you the camper. It's like a 40-foot camper. I think that thing's like couple $50,000 new. It's a 2017 model. Looks really nice. And this, but like from this point, this is kind of like where the road is not, you know, obviously is good beyond this point. So, but there are roads, and I'll show you that. But and then there's another shed right there, back of the camper. He's got I guess this is a cistern. He's got like 1,000-gallon cistern buried here for water. And he has somebody haul it to him, but that's a water tank to haul water in. But there's a guy who'll haul water up here to you. And I think there's like a little, maybe like a little small, we'll call it an off-grid septic there, you know, for the camper. But let you look at the shed there. I don't know what was going on here, what he was building. But now, so from this point on, and it's still a long, long, long ways out to the tip here, but you can see how these old logging roads just shoot off. One goes up that way in every direction. So ATV trails galore. As you go way out on the tip out there, he's got a nice built tree stand out there. The owner used it for hunting, so you'll see, you know, in the photos, a bunch of his trail cam pictures. I mean, this place is polluted with deer and bear. And if you really want to get away from people, this is where you come to, is out here, you know. But this is just a great setup. I mean, you know, it's hard to find, you know, something this size, you know, something close to 100 acres. You know, and I mean, this ground is, it's rocky. I wouldn't really call it that steep because it's so narrow that it, you know, you're not taking in a, you know, like a huge chunk of it, you know, so where it's going to kill you to walk from one side to the other crossways. But I mean, you know, it's rocky back through here, but I wouldn't say it's horribly rugged or anything like that, because you're just not, it's not that wide. But, you know, a place where you can build and have plenty of ground to hunt, shoot, ride ATVs. And the sticker price on this thing's $299.9. So, and that does not include the camper, but it does include the sheds. So for under $300,000, you're getting a lot here. I can tell you right now, if you're looking in that 2.5 hour window from Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia area to find a place to hunt, carry on, be left alone, build a place on the weekends, or build your full-time home with a nice view, you're not far from stuff here. I mean, there's not a whole lot around the Romney area. I mean, we got a hospital, you know, grocery store, some restaurants. From here, you're within 10-15 minutes of that, and you're about 45 minutes west of Winchester, Virginia. So, this looks like a place to have a good time. I'll say that. Come check it out. This is a good one.